What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery, and today we have another little drawing video. This one is of the famous DC villain, the Joker. I can't do his laugh, so I ain't even try. And just a simple drawing, ain't not really a whole lot of detail. Just feel like in the mood for doing a drawing. I'm in a real good mood. The new Kendrick Lamar album came out. This this morning actually. I listened to it. I gave a review for it, which you can check on the channel, the Thomas Gallery. I call it a classic, man. I call the album a straight classic. I listened to it 3 times, and I listened to it for different things. First, I listened to it for just to get the raw emotion of it, just to get my raw feeling of it. Then I listened to it for, production, how it sounds. Then I went back and listened to it again for just like the lyrics, and with the production I listened to it for the lyrics. And when I tell you that thing right there is straight fire. I said in the video, and I say it again, I still don't care who agreed and disagree with me. Yes, I know people say, well, is it too early to call an album a classic? The way I feel about it is, I believe that there's a certain criteria that all classic albums have that, there's a reason why I consider Michael Jackson's Thriller, Off the Wall, The Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt, all these different albums, What's Going On with Marvin Gaye, all these albums that they consider classic. There's a reason why. And usually, the general consensus I get from why somebody considers an album classic is because they always ask, is the album relatable in the time it was made, and can it still be relatable in the future, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now? Can it still be relatable? Like What's Going On by Marvin Gaye is still relatable now as it was when it was first made, because it's talking about war, and we got war going on right now. So is it still relatable? Yes. Thriller's a classic album. Does it still stand the test of time? Yes, it does. Does Reasonable Doubt stand the test of time? Can you play it now and it still sound good? Yes, you can, and it does. So when To Pimp a Butterfly came out by Kendrick Lamar, I said before it even came out, I'm not even joking about this, before the album came out, when I heard the sound, I heard King Kunta and I heard right, the videos and the video and the song, and then when I saw the album cover, I said before the album came out, this is going to be a classic. There was something about the album that just screamed classic. It just exude classic. And I was like, what? And I believe I was right. I called it and I was right. So I said, there gotta be a criteria for what people consider a classic album. I said, okay, can To Pimp a Butterfly last the test of time? Can you put the album in? Can you put the album in 5 years from now, and it still sound good? Can it still relate? Yeah, it can. So when this album came out, and I listened to it because I know all the leaks. I heard Humble, and I heard The Heart Part 4. And anybody who know about the Heart series know that the Heart series that he has is all 4 of those are classic. So I said, okay, if this is what we're going to get, if this is what we can be expecting some kind of way on his album, his upcoming album, then we might be in for another classic. We just may be in for another classic. So, time goes on. Everybody waiting with bated breath, waiting, anticipating for the album to drop. It drops. Everybody listening to it, everybody saying fire, fire, classic, 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 classic. I'm like, okay. Everybody's saying classic, but I still need to hear it because I'm hoping I don't have that little hiccup thing. Oh, wait, sidebar. Back to what I'm doing. What I'm actually using right now is actually a currency pen. What happens is a currency pen. I know I just sidetracked. A currency pen is a marker type that when you put it on regular paper, it turns colors. And when you put it on money, if the money is authentic, then it won't change colors. But when you put it on regular paper that's not made for money, the colors change. To let you know that the money is counterfeit. They call it a currency pen. Alright, so yeah, well, back to what I was saying. I listened to the album, first form just like the raw emotion, just like my first gut reaction. I was like, whoo, this dude is talking. He is saying something. He is talking, man. He is giving it to you all the way. He's like open, honest, like he's just in it. He's in that zone. So now I listen again for that. Then I want to say, okay, now that I'm done with the emotional part of it, let me go to the logical part. Let me actually start breaking down some of this stuff to see what I could pick out, what I can, let me nitpick at it. So I do that. Still sound good. Like it's still like I'm hearing what I'm hearing. Still sounding good. So. I'm engulfed in it. I'm entrenched. I'm involved. I'm in it. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. So, the album is beautiful. I'm glad I did that portrait of Kendrick Lamar too, cause man, oh man, that boy nice. That boy could jam. That young man could jam, man. But back to this. I'm talking about the album. Let me get into what I'm actually doing. So, it's my drawing of Joker. The Joker. I'm not gonna do that laugh. I'm not gonna do that. Get to the portrait of the Joker. The Joker. Very famous character. Very monumental character. Played by many, many great actors. Let's see, where is the... Okay. Actually, his face is pretty simple. The color scheme of his face is pretty simple. It's not really much to his colors. It's really, the dominant colors is white, green, and red. But what really makes the Joker face is his face, his facial structure, the gaping smile, the high cheekbones, the demeanor. That's actually what makes his face. His makeup is he makes the makeup of a clown, so that makes it very simple. Makeup of a clown. But what really makes him pop out is his face. It's his facial structure itself. Everything is exaggerated like an actual clown. It's exaggerated. So So let's see. His famous purple suit. He's always known for bright colors, but his most famous colors are, the purple suit, the green hair, the red lips. Where are you? Okay. There we go. Like, the Joker's whole image is iconic. Everything about him is memorable. Like, you can't forget his face. When you see the Joker, like, okay, this guy is somebody that you won't forget. Everything about him makes you not forget him. And with people playing him in the movies, like from Jack Nicholson to Heath Ledger, two of the best performances ever of a Joker. And I'm still debating on who played it better, Heath Ledger or Jack Nicholson. Man, at first, when I first saw the Dark Knight series, Heath Ledger, I was like, you know what, Heath Ledger just, like, he was the best Joker ever. Then I went back and saw the Batman movie, the original Batman movie with Michael Keaton from 1989. And I looked at it again from an adult point of view, because we looking at it as a kid, you don't really know how to analyze these things. But we look at it again from an adult perspective. He's like, you know what? Looking back on it, it's not the same Joker. It's a different kind of Joker. But Jack Nicholson played his version of Joker better than anyone could have played it, and Heath Ledger played his version of Joker better than anyone could have played it. So much so that we compare those two, like, who played the better Joker? Who played the better Joker? And this is amazing. So, put the colors in here. Some shadow to it. Who it is here? Oh, okay. Anyway, but I like Heath Ledger's version because he taps into one of the personalities. Because Joker is a trickster, psychopath, comedian. Just all around, like, he has the full gambit of every single attribute that a villain can have. Joker has all that in one. Joker has every single villainous attribute that all villains have. Joker is the blueprint for villains. Joker is the blueprint for villains. Like, when you think of a villain, you have your sinister, you have your funny, you have your, your psychopath, all that. But Joker has gave the world the blueprint for a villain. You know, when you think of a villain, most villains can be funny, or they can be sinister, they can be comical, they can be psychopaths, they can be anarchists, all that stuff. But how many villains do you know has all of those wrapped in one? And was the first to do that. When Joker first came out, he was doing that. Joker started off as a comedian. He was a comedian who fell on hard times. You know, things ain't work out for him. He got mixed up with some wrong folks. Fell into some chemicals that changed him. It changed his personality. And he became, you know, that psychopath. You know, who you know like that? You know, sometimes he does things for the sake of doing things, just to see get a reaction out of people. You know, who you know doing that? I'm almost done anyway. My pen. Okay. Put this on here right now. Hold on. 4/12/2017. I think you all know who this is. I ain't gotta tell you who this is. I ain't gotta show you who this is. Or right, you already know who this is. So. Hope you'll enjoy this. Like I said, it was very quick one. Hope you'll enjoy it. Catch you all later. Peace.